Welcome to the Midlife Business Academy. I'm Lori Lyons, marketing strategist, business coach, and accidental techie. After years of running a successful website design agency, I'm now building the business of my dreams and helping other midlife entrepreneurs do the same. From strategy to marketing to mindset, we covered what really matters when you're growing a business that fits your life. Let's get started. Hi there, and welcome to the Midlife Business Academy for another episode of our hot seat coaching. And, I really need to call it something different because it makes everybody nervous. But hey, it is what it is. So I want to welcome today Karen Kidd Lovett of Aspire Coaching. Karen, welcome to the episode. Welcome to the hot seat coaching.
Hello, hello, hello. It's not too hot yet.
Just wait.
I know.
Yeah. And I usually talk about how we know each other. You and I have known each other for a while because we were in a business coaching group together. And we have this group of people that we are all connected from that. And I've talked about this many times on the podcast, how that was such a great group. Yes. And so many of us are still friends from that group. And
it was an amazing experience. And one of the best things that came out was that connection with other folks. And
Absolutely. And we were fortunate because it was before COVID.
Yes.
So we were able to do that and meet in person, and it was very different. So that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I'm delighted you're here today, and I'm so excited to be talking about the changes that you're making in your business.
Thank you. Me too.
Yes. So just to give everybody a little bit of background, Karen is transitioning. She was a trauma, grief type of counselor, coach, and very distinguished, and she came to me and she said, I just want to do something I enjoy. I want to put the fun, I'm kind of ready to move on. And this is where you wanted to put your brilliance. And I do kind of relate. So I'm excited to talk. Tell us where you're going with what you want to do today, what you want to do now with your life.
Now, I've spent most of my working career working with trauma and lots of woundedness. And that's wonderful. I mean, I'm so honored to have had the opportunity to do that. And always on the side, I was working in the creative fields. Probably part of it was for my own sanity.
Yeah.
But it's always been a part of my life. I may be going too deep into this, but I started performing when I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
I had my first on-air gig when I was 3, and I never stopped. I absolutely love it. And there's always been a part of me that wanted to help others experience that joy and to just have I think I call it an expansion that you experience when you have that connection with an audience. And so many times that's been a lifesaver for folks, sometimes literally a lifesaver, but at least for your spirit.
Yes.
That you have something that's joyful that you can go to. I've done tons and tons of theater work and vocalist, soloist work. And so many folks are like, yeah, I'm an accountant. Well, that's a wonderful job. It's like, but I'm tired of numbers. I want to go get up on stage and sing a little bit, And I have the ability to help folks bring that out. And I can see, and maybe that's because I started so young, I can see what needs to be enhanced and how to see that the life that you've lived is present when we perform. It's all there. I mean, as with everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that kind of where you wanted to go?
Absolutely. And and first of all, when you switched from talking about what you were doing to this, your face lit up. You can see that this is something that really excites you. And one of the things that I talk to my clients is, and where I'm doing a lot of work, is building your dream business.
Yeah.
So this is now, you've done the stuff. Now at this time in our lives, let's do something we enjoy and
Yeah.
something maybe we've been wanting to do and just haven't been able to do it. And there's so much that you have to offer from an expertise that an experience that I think we're gonna, at the end of this, you're gonna have some really cool directions with
I'm
this. So,
excited. I'm
yeah.
excited. Thank you. I will say that when I first started in my coaching training many years ago, my intent had been to be a performance coach.
Oh, yeah.
And as I got into it, people would find out what my previous career was. Like, oh, well, I had this. Can you work with me through this? And so I just shifted and went right back into working with the trauma.
Right.
But I needed, for my own soul, for my own sake, I needed to have more of a creative outlet.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally understand that. Totally understand that. And so let's a lot of people, and maybe in your own mind, you think, well, these are two separate things. These are two very different things. So it's a whole pivot. And I don't typically use that word pivot, but
Mhm.
for you, it's a 180. But it's really not because you have so much expertise around building the confidence within a
Mhm.
trauma because
Mhm.
there is a lack of confidence when you go through a trauma in a
Oh,
different way.
absolutely.
So,
Hmm.
so we're going to take that type of experience and reposition it into and I'm going to call it for lack of anything today, let's call it performance coaching because that
Yeah,
encompasses a lot. It's not
absolutely.
just singing, it's not just speaking, it's visibility type of coaching.
It is. Could be a
Okay.
salesperson who needed to do a presentation.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So we're not leaving your experience behind. We're just going to refine it.
I firmly believe that every life experience informs where you go next. I
Yes.
mean, obviously, maybe that's such a trite saying, but I think it's true. It's not a complete pivot because it's who I am,
Yes.
and that's who we always bring. You can't coach out of what you not are not. That's a
Right.
poor way of saying that, but
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, it's the ability to help folks work through those issues that are blocking them.
Yeah.
Can I give a quick example?
Absolutely.
I had a
Absolutely.
lovely, incredibly talented young woman. And I mean, she was in New York. She
Mhm.
was ready to move forward, Broadway. She was doing auditions, and 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
And she came home, which makes total sense to me, but she was blocked because of that trauma.
Yeah.
She couldn't perform, so she went back to, I'm here in Kentucky. She went back to University of Kentucky with her vocal teacher and everything, and they're like, something's keeping you, you're not free. And so I'd known her for a long time, and she came and talked to me, and I was like, well, I wonder if you can see any connection. And she could.
Yeah.
And so we worked on that. Now, that's such a traumatic event.
Right.
That's always going to be with her.
Right.
But she was able to see that her ability to have enjoyment was not, it was almost a survivor's guilt.
Oh, yeah.
So she was able to see that that's not helping those folks who perished on that horrible tragedy
Right.
by her dimming her light.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So in that situation, talent wasn't her problem.
no,
It was almost a performance pressure that she had.
yes, it was.
And that's one thing where you can really shine and help someone who is having that, for whatever reason, lack of confidence or um what what do you find, and maybe this is where the story comes in with this, what do you find that happens with performers before they actually get up to start to perform, whether it's singing or speaking or giving a sales presentation? What do they struggle with before they start to perform? And for those of my podcasts, I did air quotes.
It's of course it's going to vary with
Yeah.
each individual, but there are. Let me give you just sort of a thumbnail of what I see um, is let's say I'm going on to do a solo. I'm running through it in my mind, making sure I've got everything, the notes, the timing,
Right.
everything. And then I begin to find it in my body.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm suspecting, as I've talked with many, many people, they have the same thing. My stomach clenches up. Now, actually, I've done it enough that my stomach doesn't clench up all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
much,
right,
but it
right.
certainly did. And I know people who did. Your stomach gets up, clenches up, your palms can get sweaty. You can kind of get lightheaded sometimes because you're holding your breath, which is the last thing a singer wants to do.
Yep, yep, yep.
um, it's mentally knowing that you are literally going out as though you are made of glass.
Yeah.
You are that vulnerable. You're that transparent when you're in front. And when you're, I do think that singers and actors have a particularly unique issue in that I, if you are a if you're a dancer, and that's not my world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so admiring of that, but that's not my world. If you're a dancer, you have a choreographer, and you've got usually a troupe of others dancing with you.
Mhm.
Not that they're the prima ballerina
Right,
and
right.
that's different. But if you are an actor, the whole play can depend on you. If you miss your lines, which all of us have done at one point
Right,
or the
right.
other, it's incumbent upon you to come up with something.
Mhm.
And then you're beating yourself up because you missed a line. And then your energy is going to shift. It suddenly doesn't become outward bound,
Right, right.
it's all inward.
All right. So is there and I'm I want you to continue talking because this is part of your messaging.
It is.
When you look at what you just said,
Mm-hmm.
is that confidence or is that fear or is that just simply lack of practice and lack of
No.
because when you
Eh,
were talking about, I was thinking muscle memory. A dancer has muscle memory, and you can go and fall back on that. Speakers, if they've practiced and they've done this enough, they have muscle memory that they can fall. Singers. So, what is it intrinsically that you find prevents the optimal performance?
well, it is. I'm going to go back just a second. It
Okay.
is muscle memory, but it's also concentration.
Okay.
So you can get over focused and be so aware of everything that the flow is disrupted.
All right.
um, it, it's it's not really it's really more of an anxiety that can clench everything up, stops your prefrontal lobe from doing what it needs to do. Your amygdala is firing on all cylinders, saying this is dangerous. You're putting yourself out there. What are people going to think about me?
Mhm.
You know, um, am I too thin? Am I too fat? Am I too short for this
Right.
role? Do
All
they
the
remember
stuff.
seeing all the stuff, all the
Yeah.
chatter that goes on? And so that's a full stop. That
Right.
can be a full stop.
All right. So looking at all of this,
Hmm.
let's look at taking this and condensing it for your marketing message. Would it be a fair marketing message? And there's a couple of ways we can shift this.
Yeah.
Would it be that you teach performers to match their performance to their talent?
Ooh, that's good.
Okay. Okay, that's
Yeah.
enough. We got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it could be you could match their confidence to their talent, their um ability to their because that's all kind of comes out. So if you're teaching performers to match their performance to their talents, that opens up a lot of doors for you.
It does. Yeah.
But it also really defines the message. And that's
Yes.
what you want. You want a very definitive message
Hmm.
because you work with a variety of people. Me and my ideal client thing. Your
Right.
ideal client is a performer. but it can be a variety of performers. And the methodology you may work with somebody might be different based on the type of performance that they have. But at the end of the day, you want to bring out their talent.
And everyone I've ever worked with, talent is not the problem.
Right,
I
right.
mean, we all know because of the plethora of shows like America's Got Talent, all that sort of stuff. There's a million people out
Yeah.
there, a billion people out there with incredible talent.
Oh, yeah.
And it is matching that
Yeah.
confidence, matching that. Well, you and I have a friend that used to have a thing called a confident performer.
Right.
And that's a phrase that I encompass because there's and it's different from arrogance.
Yes.
It's not an arrogant performer. An arrogant performer is a selfish performer.
Yeah.
A confident performer is one that goes out and connects with the audience and shares their gifts, shares their talents with joy.
Yeah. And is also giving.
Yes.
Because I think when I
Yes.
think of performance and you think of, holding, elevating yourself versus putting somebody else down that is depending on your performance,
Yes.
then I think it's a giving as well. So if we put all of those together, you have a really good opportunity for a very transformational message.
Yeah.
And if the bottom core of your message is teaching performers to perform to their talent, then let's play with that a little bit because
Yeah.
that's a transformational message.
It is. Talent can't be taught, but
No,
performance can
no.
be.
And I laugh every time you say it, I laugh because you and I've had this conversation. In the history of Southern Baptists, I was the only kid in fourth grade who was ever told to lip sync. And that is so true today. The shower cuts off. I don't even sing. I will sing to myself to Garth Brooks' Friends in Low Places.
Okay.
but that's if nobody else is around or nobody can hear me. So, and you said, well, I can teach you to sing. I'm like,
I
no,
probably
you
could.
can't.
I could probably help you enhance
Yeah.
your native talent.
That microscopic, but I don't have a problem speaking. I just have a problem singing. But I was laughing also when you were talking about breathing. I had a speaking occasion several months ago, and I guess I'll be speaking. Hopefully, I'll be speaking again on the same event. But I was doing a whole new presentation, and
Hmm.
I was very confident in what I was teaching and what I was presenting because I'm a teacher at heart. I go back.
Yes.
I'm most comfortable educating.
Yes.
And when I can go into that mode, I do that. But I forget to breathe. And somebody out in the audience who was a very good friend, she's like, breathe. I'm like, thank you for the reminder. Thank God it was a very, favorable,
It's a
welcoming.
congenial
I
group.
knew all of them in the audience, but still it's like, oh yeah. But that's part of the confidence in what I mean, that is not only confidence, but it's also muscle memory, but it's also practice. It's also breathing techniques
It
that you can
is.
help
And that's a
and
body response.
yeah,
That's a fear response.
fear. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Or anxiety.
yeah, or all of the above.
Hmm.
Even though I was very comfortable with what I was teaching, it was something new. How is it
Absolutely.
going to go over? I had a wide variety of types of business owners in my audience, from very beginning to multiple seven figures in the
Wow.
audience.
Yeah.
And I was really wanting to make sure that it was something that even that seven-figure business owner might take a little snippet of
Right.
something. The majority of it wasn't for them, and I was okay. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool? And one of them did come up to me afterwards and said, "I learned something." I'm like, yes,
Oh, yes.
yes. But
Yay.
so, all right, so let's go back. I didn't mean to get off on the tangent about
That's
me.
a great tangent.
But it's also part of what you do and part of how we want to put that in the messaging of what you do. So if we are looking at because I looked at your social media, and right now your Facebook is primarily just personal here and there,
Hmm.
a few happy birthdays, a
Yeah.
few,
It's not
a few
much.
few pictures, and you've got one video on your Instagram. Your
Oh, is there still an Instagram? I didn't even know I still had an
Yeah,
Instagram account.
yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
your LinkedIn is showing you as a performance coach. So
Hmm.
that's very good. I think there's some enhancing that you can do with that.
Right.
But if you part of I think what's going to be beneficial to you is to start putting your message out there, and social media in today's world is the best way to do it. Because
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, you don't have an email list or you do?
I don't.
Okay.
I
All
don't.
right.
And anything I would have had would have been from the trauma
Right,
work.
right. And
So,
that might, with where you want to go, that may not
mhm.
be, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but that may not be a priority for you right now.
I understand.
Yeah. Your priority, it sounds like right now, because you've got a history of coaching, you've got a history of working with previous clients, is how you talk about your business. And if you use the line of teaching performers to elevate their performance to their talent, there's a lot you can work with that. The other thing I'd like to see you do, and we've talked a little bit about this, is going back to some of your former clients and getting testimonials.
Yes.
And the way I like to see that is for you to generate 4 or 5 questions that are important for where you want your business to go,
Okay.
so that you can ask them those specific questions. And I'd love to see them do it on video so that you could get some video
I had three
testimonials.
that have agreed to do a video.
Perfect. Perfect.
So, mhm.
So to fine tune that just a little bit, which will help, is I'd like to see you ask some specific questions of them. Um, what was the initial concern that brought you to me?
Mhm.
What was the transformation I provided? We can think of sexier language than
Yeah.
transformation, but you get the general idea. What was the outcome of working with me, with Karen? What do you see for your future from the coaching that Karen provided? Now, when you do that, I want you to ask them to answer them in full, complete sentences.
Okay.
The outcome that Karen gave me was I felt more confident on stage. I was able to go for bigger stages. I'm now starring in a Broadway production. I mean,
Yes.
let's get really out there. But what that does is that gives you really good valid testimonials and elevates your expertise and gives you social proof of your, because you've got it for years, you've got it for
Yeah.
decades. And we have video of you speaking, we have video of you singing, we have video of you coaching, but we also need the proof of that. So,
Sure.
what are
That
the
makes
proof of the
sense.
results? So, by doing it in complete sentences, especially on video, you can cut those pieces out as you need to, and they're easier to edit.
Okay.
We can also do that if they give you written testimonials. And we're, in transparency, we're building your website for this. So
Sure.
this is also selfish, and that gives me what I need. but but that also elevates your expertise, and social proof is very important. And I think especially with where you're going with your business,
Hmm.
because I think performers want to work with people who are successful
Yeah.
and have shown success. And we want to really elevate that with you, with your success. And that's where your social media can come in as well. If you look at Facebook as a relationship building, you can post some of the videos there, snippets of the testimonials there. I'd love to see you do video of the coaching, and you can post those there.
Okay.
You can also post those on Instagram, but the purpose of Instagram for you would be for visibility, just getting your name out there. I'm not concerned with likes and followers or anything like that, because you're not looking to build a 10-figure business. You don't
No,
want a big, massive 200-person group coaching
I
program.
do not.
You have you're looking for a boutique
Hmm.
type of coaching that you can be happy with, you can help people with, you can expand their careers and give back of your knowledge
Yes.
and make some money while you're doing it.
Yeah.
But yet still be free to go visit with your family and do the things that you want to do. Is
That
that
sounds
fair?
like a plan to me.
Okay, good. That's your dream bit. We just defined your dream business. So if we take those two things, and it takes the pressure off of worrying how many likes you get, but it gets people out there. Then with your LinkedIn, we'll work on tweaking that bio so that it really highlights your expertise.
Okay.
It says more what you do. Being a performance coach on LinkedIn is all well and good, but we want to really elevate that,
I had
that
wondered about
expertise.
posting little snippets on LinkedIn, and
Yeah.
I actually didn't even remember that I had a
Yeah.
Instagram account.
Yeah.
But I had thought about putting something out there,
Right.
just little bits of advice, you know,
Absolutely.
just
Absolutely.
little
Well,
bits.
and in practicality, if you look at the three platforms, and there's a bazillion other
Oh,
platforms we
sure.
could look at, but if you looked at LinkedIn, is where you're going to talk about the confidence on stage, and your main audience there will be speakers. You're going to business people who are speaking, but
Right.
you're saying the same message as if when you go to Instagram, because that's probably where you're going to get the performers, the singers, the people who are the actors. They're going
Yes.
to see that there. And your Facebook is going to be just to build a relationship and have people know what you're doing so that they can tell other people that they know. So if you just break them up in those three distinct ways, it takes that
Okay.
pressure off of, oh gosh, I got to do social media kind of thing.
Yes, that sounds much better. And now I do have a special Facebook page for Aspire Coaching.
Perfect.
I
Perfect.
just don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we might need to work on that a little bit.
it is probably a business page. And
I think it is.
business pages, bless Facebook's heart. They don't know what they want to do with business pages. So I'm more, I'd rather see you post it on your personal page. Post what you're doing on your personal page. Talk about give a story about a client you worked with.
Okay.
That's really cool. Look, I have a friend in California who she does very similar, and but she primarily works with like high school and college students, and so she'll post when they get performances, and she'll post about, hey, look
Oh,
at look at Susie Q on stage with, I'm so proud of her. This is,
oh, that's
she
great.
does a lot
Yeah.
of work. So it's very similar. And that gets her visibility. It gets what she does visibility. And invariably, what people will do is they will go check those for who you are.
Yeah.
They're part of your brand. And that's why you want to make sure that you're putting stuff out there, because you've got a visible, what you do is for visibility for
It
people.
is.
So
Mm-hmm.
you need to be visible.
Okay.
You
That
can't
feels
be the
like a
world's
good parallelism. Uh-huh.
yeah, you can't be the world's best kept secret and and do what you want to do, because it kind of defeats it a little bit. All right. So based on everything that we've talked about, let's leave with I want one of your priorities to go out and start telling people what you do. So
Okay.
let's make sure you have a good message. So you're meeting me for the first time. What are you telling me you do?
Oh, you're looking for that elevator speech thing,
I
aren't you?
am. I am,
Uh,
because I want us to tweak that, because I want to make sure you have a good one so that you're comfortable with it and you can practice. And you'll get a transcript of this, so we'll have it in writing. So
Okay.
you'll have this. So you don't have to worry about remembering it.
No pressure
Okay.
here.
No pressure. Performance pressure coming on.
Um, okay, let's see if we can pull that together. Um, I work with performers of all sorts to help them match their wonderful talent with their confidence so that they can share that talent in whatever venue they choose to share with ease and joy.
Okay.
That's a working
That's a
sentence.
working, and it's very long.
Very long. I knew it was.
Yeah. All right. So here's where I'm gonna tweak it a little bit.
Please.
First of all, I want you to take out, I never coach my clients to use the word help,
Okay.
because help is a non-authoritative assistant word. So I don't take help out of your vocabulary
Okay.
when you're
Gone.
talking about what you do. So you teach, you elevate, you empower, you inspire. Any of those words are power words for you,
What about
especially.
coach?
You
Is that
can you can coach, absolutely. Absolutely. I like the other word, because these are people who want to be elevated and they want to be empowered. And I don't use that word lightly because I don't use that word often. I think it's overused. But in
Yeah.
this case, I think empowering them to go out to be their best performer is where you shine. I also think you need to shorten it. Confidence, people don't pay for confidence,
Mm-hmm.
but they pay for what it will bring them.
Mm-hmm.
So best performance, you know, um, um, I think those two words right there can really elevate what you do, matching talent and to their performance. And that makes it open to a lot of different areas. Because
Yeah, it
if somebody
does.
comes and says, I'm confident, but I can't breathe when I'm talking.
Yeah.
you know, those are two different things. And if you've said I work with confidence, you're not talking to me. You're so we're going to leave it open. So let's try it again. Let's do it again. Give it to me again. And shorten it up. Get really concise with it.
I coach performers to elevate their talent. Ah, let's see. I coach performance to match. No, I coach. Wait a minute. Listen. I coach performers to match their desire. No, that's not going anywhere. I need a pencil and paper to work on this.
That's all right. I totally get it.
Yeah, I coach performers to match their ability or their talent with their performance outcome.
That could
Um,
work. Yep.
that's
It's a
closer.
it's not quite
It's
as
clunky
juicy.
still.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
clunky, but I like where you're going, and I think you see where you're going.
Hmm.
That, you put something in paper and say this is where it's going to go. Your outcome is they're enhanced and they're going to perform to the best of their talent. It's not ability, because I
Mm-mm.
think talent and ability are two different things. You want them to enhance and bring out their talent is where your expertise lies.
Enhance
Because
their talent to match the performance.
yeah, to match to to enhance the performance to match the talent. If we flip it, that makes it stronger.
Oh,
Because
enhance the
yeah,
performance to match the talent. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because talent isn't the problem. Performance pressure is.
Yes. Oh, that's good. I have to write it down.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm
That's
old
fine.
school.
I got
Oh,
it.
that's good.
Write it down.
I coach people. I teach people.
I
I,
work with. I work with
I,
performers.
I work
Yeah,
with performers so that they may enhance their performance to match their talent.
right. Because
You
talent
don't have
is
to because
talent isn't the problem.
because talent's not
Yeah,
it's not.
performance pressure is.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
Karen
good.
Kidd Lovett. I'm a performance coach specialist.
Oh, I love that. Performance coach specialist. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Let's leave that coach. I'm a performance specialist.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah, just it's stronger.
I love that. Okay, I'm back to because talent is not the problem. Performance is, correct?
Performance pressure is.
Performance pressure. Yes, very. I like that.
Good, good. And you can make that comfortable so that you're saying, you get your muscle memory going on
Hmm.
that one so that as you talk about it, you don't even think about it. This is what I do in the world.
Well,
It's
and
the
this is
trans
this is going.
and that's also very transformational.
Yes, absolutely. And that just transformed what I'm saying. So that's perfect.
Yes.
Um, so this enables me then to get back into the networking, which I used to be
Yes,
very active in that. And
absolutely.
so I've kind of been hesitant to get back because I haven't quite known how to say, well, you've known me as this, but I'm also,
I don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about that. If somebody says, how did you get into this? So, well, I realize it's the same experience.
well, it's my life journey.
It's
Yeah.
the life journey. I've taken
Mhm.
that experience and I've put it into something that I'm building my dream business. This
Yes.
is
I
what I
love that.
really
My dream
enjoy, and
business.
yeah, this is what I've wanted to do for a long time, and I realized that there is a nice transition from one to the other, and I'm going for it.
How
Yeah,
about that?
yeah.
I would hire me.
There you go. Absolutely. And and it becomes very easy and conversational, and you don't
Mhm.
get caught up in the, well, I did this and I did that. Most people don't care about that.
No, they
They're
don't.
asking the question of, okay, how did you, and you've explained the answer. I've done
Mhm.
this for years. I'm just
Mhm.
putting it into something that I really enjoy doing.
Yeah. And they care more about, can you help me now? What can you do
Exactly.
for me now?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. And for someone who's up there stuttering on stage or, can't breathe, you
Yeah.
know, it becomes a very easy conversation.
Yeah.
That's you have the talent. We're having trouble with the performance. Let's work on the performance.
Yeah. I have a potential new client who is a young woman with incredible talent. And she gets so nervous that she literally is quivering on
Oh,
stage.
yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, we're going to work together.
Right. Good,
Take
good.
care of that.
And the other thing we haven't brought in that I do want to make a point of
Mhm.
is EFT is your modality.
It is.
It is it is your secret sauce.
It is.
So I wouldn't even talk about that unless it's specific. Like if you're in an EFT conference, of course.
Sure.
But that's your secret sauce. You have techniques and you have methods to help people overcome and
Hmm.
to enhance their performance.
Hmm.
Because you start getting into the scientific and the woo-woo and or the woo and the do of it, and
Uh-huh.
all of a sudden it becomes overwhelming.
Yes.
That's how you do it, and it becomes a very natural progression for you.
And it really is.
Yeah,
I mean, there's such incredibly important questions to ask any new person. Even just the one of the most basic ones that I say, what would it say to you about yourself if you're not able to do this?
yeah,
What would it say to you about yourself if you're able to overcome this and
right.
to achieve this? And that kind of is a shift in the way you think about it. It's really
Absolutely.
not just your messaging outward. It's also, what does this say about me
Yeah,
if I can't overcome this? And we
absolutely.
tell ourselves that all the time.
Absolutely. It's that inner confidence.
Hmm.
Or yeah. Yeah, a quick story and then we got to wrap because I think we're over time. But
Okay.
it's been
Sorry.
fun. It's been fun. No, 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 no. It's my fault. I years ago, years and years ago, I took a scuba diving class and I have
Oh,
been a swimmer. I have loved the ocean. I have loved the water. And I went to do a dive in Jamaica. The first dive was fine. The second dive, they took the guide rope away and I panicked. Even sitting here talking about it now, I can feel my heart start to I've never gone back. Now, it hasn't changed my fear of the water, but there is a scuba diver shop right like within a mile of my house, and I pass it every time I go that way.
oh,
And
wow.
and I was thinking about this the other day. I should really see about doing this. If anything else, to prove to myself I can. I may never go dive,
Hmm.
but to put on a scuba tank and go underwater,
Hmm.
it's to me that highlights that story of I need to prove it to myself.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
that's what a lot of I think your clients want to do.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
And just let me know. We can work on that
absolutely.
memory.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's dangerous to say that, didn't you?
Yeah, performance anxiety on a scuba gear.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's true.
Karen, thank you. What has been your one biggest takeaway of today?
I think more clarity.
Good.
I'm such an extroverted thinker that I do so much better clarifying things when I have someone to
Good.
bounce it off of. And so the direction. Um, I mean, I will absolutely work on this. I'm going to do air quotes too,
Yeah,
elevator
yeah,
speech.
yeah.
Um, and it's helpful also to think about that I don't have to go social media crazy. Um,
Take that pressure off.
take that off.
Yeah.
Um, and just in general, just talking about the change of directions and how I don't need to explain to someone. Yes, I've been a trauma coach for 40 something years, and now I'm going to do theater.
Yes.
You know?
Which I would say is still being a trauma coach, but that's just
Oh,
me.
it's definitely drama. Little
Yeah,
difference
good.
in the level of intensity. But
Yeah,
yeah,
good,
this has
good.
been wonderful. Really
Awesome.
has.
Awesome. Well, it has been a pleasure having you in the hot seat.
Thank
I hope it hasn't been
you.
too hot for you,
No, no,
just
this is
other
good.
than social media. So I want to thank you for joining us.
Oh,
If you
thank
are
you.
interested in doing a hot seat, love to have you on the show. We do them once a month. You can go to coachwithlori.com and schedule your hot seat coaching session. In the meantime, I would love to see you listen to the podcast, rate and review it. Or if you're into video, go to my brand new YouTube channel. I have 10 big subscribers as of today.
Wow.
So all of this is now on video. So would love to have you there. In the meantime, remember, it's never too late to build the business of your dreams. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for joining me on the Midlife Business Academy. If today's episode made you think, or made you feel, or made you feel seen, share it with a fellow business owner who could use it too. When you're ready for more support, you'll find the link to book your Profitable Path Blueprint call in the show notes. I'll be back next week with more insight and strategy to help you build a business that truly fits your life and one of your dreams. We'll see you next time on the Midlife Business Academy.